It's in. Another wide open three.
Pierre Cardin.
Welcome, everybody, to the Phoenix Suns Aussie Fans podcast. We are up to Season 2, Episode 10. We have Nate joining us. We have Boyd joining us. And, of course, I'm Gavin. Unfortunately, it was a little bit late for Hamo, and that's probably my fault. Had other things going on. Welcome, lads. How are we doing?
Great.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Fabulous. And obviously we missed last week because it's Christmas period and all of us were out getting pissed.
Pretty much.
And so we've got to try and wrap up 2 weeks here. So let's go back to the bi-weekly wrap. And we're looking at the games we haven't wrapped up. Detroit on the, I don't even know what day it was our time. Detroit, we won 114 to 103.
Yeah,
Then the streak ended. We did drop to Golden State, 118 to 96. Then we started a new streak and beat the Spurs 108 to 104 with a couple of those heartbeats again. Boston, we absolutely demolished 111 to 90. We did lose to the Clippers 95 to 111. We defeated Portland 111 to 107. Defeated Washington 98 to 118, and today absolutely demoralised Charlotte 106 to 137. So we're back on a 3-game winning streak. Boyd, I know we're trying to go back over 2 weeks worth of stuff, but what were your thoughts over the 2 weeks?
Well, just look at both our losses to start. We were missing our best player, so that. I'm a glass half full type guy, so I'm just going to take the positives out of this. So our best team wasn't beaten on the day. You can argue that we weren't playing their best teams either, but Devin Booker has been literally the pulse of this Suns team since he came into the league 5 years ago. So it's just no panic stations at all. Golden State are a really good outfit, and the Clippers, we're missing like 3 of our guys, so they just out-scrapped us. But for the most part, we're toiling away, and we're playing down to the wire, which is really good. It's really common for any Chris Paul team to really battle right down to the last minutes of the fourth. So, yeah. No panic stations, guys. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just ready to get back on another winning streak and get back up to 19 this time. What do you reckon?
Sounds good to me. We're on 3 at the moment. Nate, what were your thoughts over the 2 weeks?
Yeah, look, I remember that when we were in the when Boyd was vacant, and Ash stood in, and we had a lot of fun talking about Boston. I'm really happy that game came out the way it did. Al Horford did end up playing, even though he'd been sooking out with a bit of a back issue for the week prior to that. Boyd, that was just for you. But
Thank you.
Mate, we said there would be a W and a W, and I think we picked it closer with the Spurs and then a blowout with the Celts, and that's exactly how it came in. As far as the rest of the wins went, the Clips I thought was disappointing, not by performance, just by result, because you just always want to see CP3 shit on them, right? You just always want to see that. We were chatting before, Boyd. They were missing players. We were missing players. It is what it is. Coming back out with the Portland game, look, I can't recall all the specifics, but what I do recall from that game is DA was back, and it was not a breakout game, but it was an outstanding game from DA against Portland, the overtime win.
28-13.
Yeah. And then, we've got Washington, Charlotte, and today's game's got everything else you want to talk about. I mean, how good was that? I'm sure we'll get into that a bit further in detail.
Yeah, pretty enjoyable game today. And look, I agree with you guys. Look, end of the day, I think we all sort of and Boyd wasn't on the last one, so everyone who was on there sort of suspected we might drop the second game to Golden State. We were without Book. We'd done our run. We tied the record. We tied the streak. We'd done everything we needed to do. That game, shots just weren't falling. And we're going to have those games this season. And if you have them against a side like Golden State, you're going to cop it a little bit. The rest of the games, again, the Clippers disappointing, but it was a really, with the players out for both sides, a bit of a nothing game. Bit meh. But today's win with Booker back, my God, does that show how much better, how much more efficient we are with Devin Booker in the lineup. He didn't have to score 30 points. That game was done 7 minutes in. Overall, the last 2 weeks, great weeks for us. The Suns still number 1 in the West. We number 1 in the NBA? Yeah, we are.
I think after Warriors lost today, they lose today or yesterday. I think
they lost. They're 24-6. We're 24-5.
Yeah.
Brooklyn 21-9 in the East. So yes, we have the number 1 record in the league. We are the best team in the NBA right now. So not going to complain about that at all.
On the post-game recap on the PHNX Suns podcast, Espo was gloating and screaming, "We are the best team in the league." So I'm taking from that, the minute that game ended, the stats did work out that we were. And he was claiming it quickly.
So I think we can skip into the week ahead. I think we have 3 games this week.
We certainly do. Lakers, OKC, and Warriors. Taking us through to the Boxing Day game.
Boxing Day our time.
Yep. 8 a.m. in Queensland, 9 a.m. for Sydney Siders and beyond.
And Melbourne. Yeah, it can't. Melbourne's more important than Sydney. Come on, mate.
I said and beyond.
So we have, our Boxing Day, which will be a fantastic day. We've got the Suns at, 9 a.m.
in Queensland. 9 a.m. for you, 8 a.m. for Queensland. It's me and boys.
8 a.m. in Brisbane, 9 a.m. for us.
Yeah.
And then roll straight into the Boxing Day test. Lovely. My day's set for Boxing Day. How do you see the week ahead, boy? Lakers, OKC, Golden State.
Okay. Well, I'll give you 3 W's, hey? How about that for a change? I'll give you 3 W's. I think the Lakers, we get them by 12. OKC, we get them by 25. And what was that last game, Gav?
Golden State, man. Christmas Day.
Christmas game.
Golden State, is it?
Everyone's been talking about it for 3 weeks.
Hey,
I love this.
Hey,
I'm going to give you 3 W's, fellas. Who's playing?
Who's playing again? We get them by 15.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Not only 3 W's, we're going to smack everyone.
Smack everyone.
Well, we want to smack OKC because fucking Shai Julius Alexander is hitting fucking 3/4 court bombs to tie up games at the moment. Nate, what are you saying?
Look, I'm looking forward to seeing a Lakers shellacking because they're down AD again.
How pathetic are the Lakers?
Oh, such a shit show.
How good is it?
It's so good. I keep referring back to that first episode we did this season where we're predicting things, and I'm going, the Lakers are going to eat humble pie. They're going to be playing in for the play-in tournament. They're going to be playing into the end of that structure again, which means we might get them in the first round again, but they are a shit show, mate. And they're now down AD, so when we match up with them, we get Booker back. They lose AD, who's playing like shit anyway. I was at near a pub for lunch this week, and AD was missing free throws. He was missing 3-pointers. He just looked absolute rubbish. Now again, he went down and had a cry about his knee and his ankle a couple of times, but just didn't look the piece. And I'm looking forward to just whipping him. Other than that, Gav's frozen up on me. The Warriors game is the one I don't want to make a prediction on. I do expect to win,
Yeah, well,
and especially with Booker back, and we're going to play them first time with a completely full strength team, hopefully from start to finish. And I do think we're going to get
and that's
the win.
exactly why you should have us comfortably.
I'm
doing
looking forward to watching the game. I just want to see it expand and then shit in. But I don't want to sit here like trying to back up something I've said. I just want to enjoy it.
So in that first game that we won, you had Jordan Poole and Otto Porter going off. And in that second game that I didn't get to discuss because I missed that pod following, they didn't really.
We're probably going to program again, actually. It was a really good pod.
It was a good one, yeah. Nice.
Shout
Nice,
out to Ash.
But
I was
yeah,
very drunk though.
I think I mean Otto Porter didn't really show up for that next game, but
Who?
fucking
Fucking Otto Porter.
He's had a couple of good games. It's worth acknowledging that he.
Hang on, Gav. The first game against us, him and Jordan Poole fucking torched us.
Jordan Poole did.
Otto Porter was fucking knocking threes there. Like he fucking...
Two of them? Fucking... It's a 48-minute game.
Did he hit two? I think he hit more than that anyway.
Did.
I know it was either him or it was Jordan Poole, and they were carving us up between the both of them. Not something that you expect. Now, what I'm trying to get at, the point I'm trying to make is that they seem to have just some odd bod guys firing against us, and I don't know
I'll apologise. He hit 4 threes.
Oh, did he? That's double what you said. Yeah, no, he was. I'm glad he hit. I'm not glad he hit 4, but I'm glad I was right. I'm saying, but yeah. Look, I just think now that we've got Book back, you know, we've got a better spread of guys. DA's back, and firing. I think defensively we're going to be able to shut them down. Even I don't think they're going to have their 7th or 8th guy going off and killing us.
Mate, we've got Mikal Bridges. This game is a great
fair enough. That's fair enough, but Nate's allowed his opinion too, boy.
What was his opinion?
Mikal Bridges is going to have a straight finger for this game, so that's a good start. And Jordan Poole has been out on COVID protocols, so it's meant to be 8 games. It's meant to be 8 games, I think, if he's got 2 negative tests, he can come back. But that puts us right about the Christmas Day game over there. So it'd be interesting to see if he does play it. If he does, he's going to be completely out of rhythm.
Yeah. Well, I suppose I just want you to come out and give us a prediction. Yeah, under 1 to 10 or 10 plus. You don't have to be specific. Just give me something.
I'm just going to go with a W.
He's just called you a fence out.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with a W.
Nate,
I'm just going with a W on this one. All that's important is the W.
All right, so let's be honest. The Lakers are a fucking schmozzle, and we love beating them. So I can't wait to beat them. OKC. Hopefully it's not close because, honestly, surprisingly, OKC have been really, really solid. Josh Giddey is doing Australians proud. Well done, Josh. More power to you.
How do you get 18 rebounds as a point guard?
It's pretty fucking good going, isn't
That's
it?
incredible.
We will smash OKC. And Golden State, Christmas Day, that game is going to be fucking hectic for the first half. The first half is going to be fucking chaos. But I think we settle in. Chris Paul just goes, fuck it, I'll take over for a little while. And we win it pretty comfortably. So I'm going 3-0. Means 6 in a row. Book just slotted straight back in today. Step back threes over LaMelo without even blinking. Yeah, we'll do that pretty easy.
Well, look, for December to date, we're 7-2. So we've won 7 out of 9. And if you pop 3 more onto that, that's 10-2 up till Christmas Day. Not a bad run.
Pretty handy. Pretty handy.
Would you like to
And
disagree?
we have a couple of easier type games in the following 2 games as well. We've got Memphis and then OKC again, so we could potentially go 12-2 for December.
If I remember correctly, didn't you pick Memphis to beat us last time?
I did.
Last time around.
That's next week's pod, man. Come on. And the only reason he picked Memphis was he thought Jar would go off, and Jar's dead at the moment, I believe.
Well, I wouldn't use that word.
I just like to bring up your previous losses.
Yeah.
Nate, and,
I totally expected a smashing in that game, and I ate humble pie a couple of times, so you can take a bonbon, stick it up your ass, and pull the cracker, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And just remember, your boys at Boston got fucking pummeled. Anyway.
Including City or Hawthorn.
Let's move on. MVP of the bye week. 2 weeks worth of games. Good luck with this one. I have no nominations because I cannot remember. I'm just going to throw up Cameron Johnson.
All right.
I think, well, from the memory levels, Cameron Johnson in the last 2 weeks has gone from averaging 8 points a game to averaging 15 points a game at a guess, and
picked him up as an injury spot on a fantasy team, and it's been a good little ad from that injured spot.
Yeah, been sensational the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to throw Cam Johnson up as the MVP of the last 2 weeks. We'll go with you, Nate. What do you got?
Well, if you were saying 1 week, I'd say DA. Because he broke from that game where he came back and he's really not dropped off since. He's kind of stamped his name on the last week. If you want to go looking all the way back, I mean, recency bias, you can't go past today's game and JaVale's performance. And he's been standing up and really holding the fort down while DA's been gone. He's been playing like a starter. He's been, for all intents and purposes, even making sticks look good. I'm probably going to have to go with JaVale because he's playing his role perfectly and playing like a starter when you tell him to. So it's without him we wouldn't have a lot of those wins, I don't reckon, because we don't have any other big. We're not starting sticks. So for the importance of the wins, I'm going to throw up DA.
Even the JaVale. Looking quickly looking at the games, and I know he missed a couple of games. Even the Aiden call's not massively out there.
No. It's just given that it's been 2 weeks.
But JaVale's been what it is. I think since Aiden's been out, JaVale's averaged a double-double, been playing really well. And I think I mentioned in the chat today, we were 30 points up and he was still pumping up the crowd and all over it. So I love it.
If you want to talk about MVP by definition, most valuable to the wins, that's why I would give it to JaVale then.
Boy,
I'm not going to rubbish any one of your nominations, guys. I think, like, I got all fluttery inside when you said Cam Johnson just before there, Gav, and I'm really proud of my boy Cam, and I'm gonna go with Cam over the whole 2 weeks because I think you're exactly right, Gav. He's come from a bit of a dark place to start the year, and it's just really good that he's turned it on whilst we've had some injuries, and he's really helped us along. But But Nate, you're right. McGee, we lose some of them games if McGee isn't our only big man standing in the middle there, anchoring our defense. And dude, he's got a fucking bit of a bag. He's making some fucking cool shots.
What about his floater layups today?
Oh wow! Who the fuck is this guy? It's good. Love to see it. But guys, I think if DA didn't miss a few games, I think his impact has been second to none. I think his impact on both ends of the floor would have took it out for me.
Massive, yeah.
I'll just cough up a lung back there. I had a COVID test today, guys. I find out tomorrow if I'm dying or not. So,
are your family running around the house singing COVID songs or not?
No, I think they're praying that I get it.
Quick little dig on Gav there and his family. Gav, for the interest of people getting to know us a little better, do you want to spend 30 seconds telling everyone what you were dealing with as to why you moved out the back there to record this?
So my family were all standing on the lounge room table thingy and at the top of their lungs singing all of the COVID YouTube songs they could find. So interesting night in the Spall household.
Lovely.
Anyone to think it wasn't me that was drinking beers. All right, so Cam Johnson is our Aussie Suns Fans MVP of the bye week. Let's move into defensive player. I will let you guys go first, boy.
Okay. I just have to give it to our boy Mikal Bridges. And simply, and it's just that tired old shit, mate. I'm not going to get voters fatigue just by because look, he took Dame, he's guarding the guns every single week, and even if he's not, even if you don't see him making 3 blocks or 3 steals a game, he is making up a lot of ground on that court. He's going through screen after screen after screen after screen, and he's just getting bashed around. And it's a no thanks job that he does night in, night out. So and look, and he's had a fair bit on his plate this last couple of weeks. So I'm giving it to Mikal Bridges.
I think the thing I love about that was I watched a video of what game was it? Might have been it was the Washington game. There was one play where Mikal defended every single person on the court in one play.
I believe it's happened twice now. I've heard this mentioned more than once. Like that was that obvious one, but I've heard it mentioned again that in one shot clock he managed to defend every player on the court. It might have been even today's game, but
just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. All right, Nate, who you got?
Mate, what I love about watching the Suns at the moment is everyone is consistent. And when everyone's on the court and everyone's got their minutes, everyone is doing what they do consistently. We keep getting the wins consistently. So I'm going to call Mikal Bridges Mr. Consistent as our defensive stalwart. Because if the last 2 weeks, discounting games that DA missed and just from the stat boxes, I think Mikal Bridges is Mr. Consistent. So I want to reward the consistency and the reason I'm having so much fun watching all these wins. So I don't think there needs to be a standout game where we praise something different for the sake of praising something different.
Yeah, hard to argue, but I'm going to nominate DeAndre Ayton just because he blocked the fuck out of LaMelo Ball today and standing down. One play, that's it. Defensive player of the week.
That's why opinions are wonderful.
Our defensive player of the bye week is, of course, Mikal Bridges. What a fucking legend. So good. All right, we're going to move into the week ahead. I think we already spoke about it.
We've kind of pretty much done it. We've done it.
Yeah.
It's over. 3
Let's move
W's.
on. Next.
Going out of Christmas. 10-2.
Now, we have sort of merged two topics right here. And I think that this was Nate's idea, and I think it is far more effective than what we're doing. So well done, Nate.
Thanks, man.
We are going to run into a segment, and I'm going to let Nate control it. We are now going to call it thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't think anyone else does it. Nate is going to run through some topics. We're going to give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and then we're going to abuse the shit out of each other for being morons.
Yep.
So, Nate, what's our number one topic?
Well, mate, the way it's going to work, we've sat on 6 statements. So we're going to make 6 statements, and it's kind of like rapid fire. So we'll run through them. We'll give them our thumbs up and thumbs down. Make sure we verbal with it as well, because some people aren't watching the YouTube channel, so it's a bit of a gay segment if no one can hear us go thumbs up or thumbs down. And then we'll keep a note of who says what, and at the end of it, we'll go back and abuse each other for being dickheads.
Love it.
All right, first statement, and we'll just start with Boyd, then you, Gav, then me. I'll write it down. Is this your favourite time in memory of being a Suns fan?
Thumbs up from Boyd.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs down.
Down. I'm going up. All right. The 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Boxing Day game. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Boyd.
Thumbs up.
Up.
Thumbs absolutely up.
I am down. That is really early. That is after Christmas Day.
Hey, it's Boxing Day. If you're
starting
not
5.
No, I'm not allowed to do it yet. I'm not allowed to do it
Third
yet.
statement. Third statement. The starting 5, as it stands, is untouchable from trades. Boyd. Rapid fire. Boyd.
Come on, Boyd.
Graham, untouchable. Thumbs up.
Up.
Thumbs
Gav.
down.
Down. I'm going up. They are untouchable. 9 players in double figures for a single game is a good thing. Boyd.
Thumbs up.
Up.
Yes.
Gav.
Thumbs up.
Up. I agree. It is a great thing. Fifth question or statement. We want to face the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. Boyd.
Thumbs down.
Down. Gav.
Thumbs up.
Up.
Thumbs up.
I'm going down. We'll get back to that. And last statement to call each other dickheads over at the end of this is DeAndre Ayton is a bust compared to Jarrett Allen. Boyd.
Thumbs down.
Down. Gav.
Thumbs down.
Down. And I am going to make that 3 of us going down. All right. And that was thumbs up or thumbs down for this week. Now, let's call each
Let's
other
go.
dickheads.
Roll it back. What was the first topic? Let's talk about it.
All right. Is this your favorite time in memory of being a Suns fan? Me and Boyd both agree yes. You think no. Gav, do you want to explain yourself?
Boyd. Got me first.
Yeah, you explain yourself. You're the odd one out here. You think there was a better time to be a Suns fan in your memory?
This one was a little bit for me up and down. Yes, it is because of the accessibility of Suns games, everything like that. Absolutely. It was, from that point of view, accessibility makes it well worth it, and probably right up there. But, man, I just loved the what was it, 93, 92, 93 Sun sides. KJ, Chambers, Barkley. That's what made me a Suns fan. So
yeah, so that wasn't the fucking question.
by that making me a Suns fan, Hold on. By that making me the Suns fan is what is that's the thing. That's what stands out to me. The one thing that will knock that off the perch is a championship team.
Do you want to rebut that, boy? Or are you just happy saying thumbs up?
Well, hang on. At the end of the day, it's his opinion, but the flaw in his opinion is that 100% it's this time around it's much better, and it got everything to do with the accessibility side of it. Look, back in the early 90s, how were you watching every game, Gav, or were you?
I was, but mainly like a week after they fucking happened.
Exactly.
I had someone sending him to me. So
this, I think you said it best. The accessibility is the thing that made me, you know, even in the Nash years when we were carving it up, I was still watching shit on fucking
Saturday morning
on a refreshed fucking browser, watching a box score tick over. So the fact that we can just jump on our phones nowadays and watch all this stuff, we have, you know, social media, we have our group, we've got Twitter that we can all jump on. It's made the experience that much better. Now, it doesn't take anything away from how good them teams were back in the 90s, how good the Nash years were. It doesn't take anything from it, but the experience has been better just because of technology and how we've connected with so many people in Australia who share the same love for the Suns.
Hey, Nate, can I change my answer?
Go on, why? Why, dickhead?
Thumbs up.
Because that's the point. That's the point.
Because I was a dickhead. No, that's absolutely right.
Let's just end this statement with.
I'll let you abuse me too.
No. Let's just end it with hashtag accessibility. Because as Boyd pointed out, us three are fucking old enough to remember what dial-up connection is like, and fuck that.
I still have nightmares with the sound in my fucking my nightmares.
Hey, let's move along. The next one we had two up and down, and I was the down on this one. The early start Boxing Day game. So for us in Queensland, it's an 8 a.m. game for Suns. I mean, if I've got a day off, I want to sleep in. If I'm on the piss all day with my friends and family the day before, I don't want to be getting up early to watch the Suns play. 10 a.m. or 1 p.m. would be much better. That's why I went thumbs down. But gentlemen, please explain yourselves. That's why you think it's a wonderful thing.
This is one I'm excited about, but I'll let Boyd go first.
Well, because I've got so many kids, like Christmas isn't going to be all about the drink for me. Christmas Day, there'll be a few had, but Boxing Day, I let Christmas. You know,
Boxing Day is Christmas Day, yes.
Christmas, yes. Boxing Day is the day. You got cricket. Yeah. All the boys want to get together after getting their family shit out of the way. There's going to be a lot of pitches mowed into backyards. There's going to be a lot of sunburnt people at around about 3 o'clock. It's going to be very messy. But yeah, no. So having that basketball game not really impede on Boxing Day, the event, is going to be beautiful. So we've got morning basketball, then fucking cricket. I can't tell you. The words cannot be put together in my vocabulary to explain to you how excited I am about that early game on Boxing Day morning.
I am with Boyd 100%. My kids will have me fucking awake at 6 a.m. in the morning. That just means that on Boxing Day, which is the man version, and I apologise for how disgraceful you look right now, Nate. The man version of Christmas Day is Boxing Day.
All right.
8 a.m. will be my first beer. My first beer at 8 a.m. to watch the Suns, and then the cricket, and all the boys will be over. Oh, could not get better. That is the perfect time for basketball on Boxing Day.
Well, I'm gonna let you have this one, fellas, because I don't have kids or a wife. So Boxing Day is mine. Christmas Day, I'm going to enjoy. I'm gonna have a ball on Christmas Day. So I'm going to let you have that because we are coming from different places. But it seems like we're going to have a trend here, and because this is apparently my segment, Gav, I'm going to end every one of these statements with a hashtag, and the hashtag I'm going to end this statement with is hashtag fuck cricket. All right, third statement. All right, the starting five, as it stands, is untouchable from trades. Gav, you went thumbs down. Me and Boyd both went thumbs up. We like the starting five as it is, even though Boyd is renowned for having his cam love in the starting five. Would you like to explain yourself, Gav?
I like our starting five as it is, and I think Jay Crowder is a massive piece of the culture set that we have created in our starting five. But if the right trade comes along that improves the overall list, then I would be more than happy to move Jay Crowder on.
Oof. Oof. Oh, I feel dirty saying that. Boyd, please say something. I feel
I'll
filthy.
just say,
I just can't. I can't
any
stomach that. You can't say
any-
it's good for the culture and then say that shit.
yeah, you can't. Well, he can, but he can just be torn down really easily. So here's the thing, Gav. Jay is a massive part of the culture. You're right, and realistically, moving. You say the right trade. You know, if the right trade came along, you'd be happy.
I'm talking.
Well, hang on. No.
Hold on.
Listen,
I'm talking.
Listen, you can't.
I'm
say
talking big time trade. Like,
no, because
come on.
no one's gonna look. We're not gonna get Giannis for fucking Jay Crowder.
Thank you.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm not talking Giannis, but I'm talking big time trades.
But for what we can get for Jay Crowder, it's not worth shifting sand and losing that.
Agree.
Okay, so that's why I'm saying it's untouchable. For what we can get from these guys who have more value in Phoenix than they do any other squad, because of the continuity that we've got going on,
Absolutely.
the culture, the chemistry. I don't think that there is something out there that is going to eventuate. Look, if you're
hold on, that wasn't the question. The question wasn't, is there something that's going to eventuate? The question was, would you trade any of the starting five? Now, if they turned around and went, we'll take Crowder, Saric, Jalen Smith, and a fucking draft pick for Giannis, you're saying you won't trade it?
No,
because that's what the question was.
No, okay.
No,
so we've been caught out on the questions here.
The real world.
They need to have more context. Or we could just leave them as vague as fuck and call each other dickheads like this. This is great. This is great. So, Boyd, what I'm hearing you saying is
a little bit vague.
Gav's a dickhead.
Right now, the sort of
no silence. No one disagrees. See, no one disagrees.
I'm just saying.
The big talk at the moment is would we trade Cam Johnson, Crowder, Saric, blah 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 for Sabonis? If that was the question, I'd say no.
Cool.
All right, let's wrap this one up.
What we've got up is someone like Thad Young or Crowder.
No.
Which is a no. It's a hard no.
All right, so I'm gonna jokingly say hashtag Gav's a dickhead to end this one, but I'm actually gonna choose a hashtag context matters to end this one. Context matters. All right.
Fair call. Fair call.
All right. Fourth statement: 9 players in double figures for a single game is a good thing. This was a unanimous vote, so no dickheads here. Do we really need to talk about it? Does anyone want to add to anything?
Team game.
Beautiful, right?
Hashtag
Beautiful.
team game.
Hashtag same game. I'll let you call that one, Gav. Good work. I would have gone hashtag beautiful, but that works too. All right. Fifth statement. We want to face the Warriors. Two. Hashtag beautiful and plus. Okay, cool. We want to face the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. Gav, you said up, thumbs up, we do. Me and Boyd both went thumbs down, we don't. Gav, fucking explain yourself.
I'm going to let you guys. I want you guys to go first here.
Why? You're the odd one out. That's the point of this.
You cool with that, Nate?
Oh, go on, Boyd. Gav wants to have the last word. We'll let him have
I want to
it.
beat the best.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back to
well,
something Boyd
look,
said. You said something in a previous pod when we were talking about Atlanta and... Right? You were the one talking about Atlanta and Bucks in a recent pod where you all gave a shit because we wanted to face the Bucks. You wanted to face Atlanta. And we had a disagreement on, like, me and Gav were saying we want to face the best, even though Atlanta might have been best at the time and should have got through. And you're like, but we would have beat Atlanta in the finals. So this is kind of the crux we've found ourselves back at for this discussion.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, but it's a little bit internet troubles. It'll sort itself out. Go for it.
Yeah, cool. Look, yeah, exactly. And when this one came up, I thought immediately about that Atlanta-Milwaukee debate that we had previously. Ultimately, yeah, it's really nice to beat the best. At the end of the day, we do that when we take out the finals. Why do you want to play the second best team in the entire comp in the Western Conference Finals? It's unnecessary. Save my fucking heart failure, and let's just knock the Clippers out again, or give me Denver, give me fucking even Utah. Just I will not be able to cope.
There's a problem there though.
What's the problem?
If we play Denver, Jamal Murray will be back.
You assume he's going to be good.
I forgot all about Jamal Murray.
You assume he's going to be good. He's had so long off, you don't know.
No.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Mate, it doesn't matter. It's Jamal Murray. Apparently, he would have swept the Suns by himself.
He would have by himself. He's actually. I looked at his 2K rating today, and he's like an 81.
Apparently,
really nice to see.
Apparently, the greatest player to ever play for Denver.
Yeah, to play anywhere, really. He's
81 rated criminal.
Soon to be the
Jamal
coach.
Murray was. If Jamal Murray was fit, we never. If Jamal Murray was fit, we never would have beaten Charlotte today.
No, we wouldn't have.
All right, fellas. I'm not going to argue on this one.
But yeah, so look, I don't have any hard on for the fucking Warriors because it's a really nice story to get them in the Western Conference Finals. Give me a fucking cakewalk and let's take on the best team in the finals and fucking hang out.
Honestly, for me, and Nate, you'll agree with Boyd here. The just get the win, move on, go to the finals, blah blah blah. The bullshit excuses last year, I just want to fucking beat all of them.
Yeah, fair
For
call.
me, I don't want the bullshit excuses. I just want to beat them hands down. And honestly, we're a better side than the Warriors. Well, we would beat the Warriors in a 7-game series.
Do you really want to even listen to the fucking broadcast?
No.
I'll have to
I
watch
don't care.
it on mute.
I don't care.
No,
To be honest, I do not want the excuses. I do not want the excuses. I want to beat all of them.
All right.
And if that means that
scrap
we
this
have
one
to
off.
beat Golden State in the fucking Western Conference Finals, let's do it.
We've laboured on that too long. We're going to call that hashtag take out the finals. All right, Gav, this is your little juicy nugget here. Just put in just to get under people's skin, I imagine. Given that you raised it and we all thumbs downed it, DeAndre Ayton is a bust compared to Jared Allen. Now, given that we do this pod for the Aussie Suns Facebook group, do you want to explain why you raised this as a question for the pod?
Sure. So I put a question up today in the Facebook chat group deliberately. Jared Allen, is he having a season that is all-star worthy? I only really got one response, which said yes, he's pretty much the reason the Cavs are sitting third in the East. Do I think he will get voted in? Probably not. Okay. Jared Allen's numbers are lower than fucking DeAndre Ayton's. Yet most people will sit there and go, DeAndre Ayton, or not most people, a lot of people, including Suns fans. DeAndre Ayton was a bust as a number 1 pick. The guy as a center is up there in the top 3 centers in the NBA right now. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It is just an absolute fact. The best 2 centers in the NBA right now are Jokic and Gobert. Gobert, for mine, is pretty much overrated. He's 82 foot tall and blocks some shots, but also gets fucking burnt. How is DeAndre Ayton considered a bust in comparison to a bloke who is, all right, he's not a number 1 pick, but...
What are you raising the roof there, boy? What are you doing?
Shit. Boy,
I want next.
Go.
He's getting jiggy with it.
All that hatred that you just, that how outraged you are, get all that energy, fucking squeeze it up and put it on your fucking boy Luka. Now, if there hadn't have been a Luka fucking Doncic in that draft, the whole thing about DeAndre Ayton being a bust is
it's not just Luka though. They're blowing wind up Trae Young's ass.
Hey, no, Trae Young's the Trae Young fucking brotherhood out there. His following, it's not as strong as what the fucking Luka Doncic thing is. It's his strong following. It's everyone fucking spoofing all over him that is shitting on the whole DeAndre Ayton's whole case for anything that he wants to make of himself in the West. Jared Allen.
Luka is fatter than me.
Luka is a piece of shit. I'm now convinced he's a bad person deep down in his soul. So he's fucked, right? So Luka Doncic is he's a farce.
We're talking about Jared Allen, bro.
Okay. But that's
back on topic.
That's the reason that everyone's butthurt that we didn't take Luka. That's why Ayton cops all the hate that he does, and the word bust comes into it. Now, Jared Allen is in the fucking East. It's not apples for apples. So anyone that says, "Oh, he's fucking," has anyone said that Jared Allen's better than DeAndre?
Well, they kind of are because they're calling for him to play All Star.
It's not apples for apples. He can play. You can play three fucking 4, 5 All-Star games in the East, and it probably stacks up to one spot in the West. That's the difference between East and West.
I'm gonna before you go, Nate. I'm gonna make a big call. Based on his output right now, DeAndre Ayton should be in consideration for the All-Star game. Go, Nate.
I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to completely agree because of the way people can actually elect the All-Stars. It's bullshit. I believe truly that DA deserves the All-Star nod far more than AD. DA. So look at that.
Absolutely.
Anthony Davis does not belong in the All-Star game this year, and DA does.
No.
In comparison.
Yep.
All right, so let's tick that one off. We're going to cross. That's the last statement, and I'm going to call that one DeAndre Ayton is a bust compared to Jared Allen. We're going to call that hashtag get fucked. Sound about right?
Accurate.
All right. Well, that's it for the segment. So if we're going to close off the segment, let's just close it off by going through our hashtags, and then we're done. So for thumbs up and thumbs down for the first time on this pod, hashtag accessibility, hashtag fuck cricket, hashtag context matters, hashtag same game, hashtag take out the finals, hashtag get fucked. Back to you, Gav. That was fun, fellas. That was fun.
I actually enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. That is our new segment, and we'll roll on here on in. The multi. So Hamo's not here. We need to still set the multi so Hamo can put it on. 3 games this week. What are we going to do?
Well, none of us have really put any thought into this, so... I mean, if I'm looking at this, I want to see the Lakers absolutely obliterated, so I want to load up everything against the Lakers, and it's probably a lot better chance of the multi paying off if we put one on. On the second hand, Boxing Day game is going to be the game. So, what do you do? If you're a big day game, which way do you go? You've got to go Boxing Day.
Suggestion. Let's load up on the Lakers game. If we get a win, we then back up on the Boxing Day game.
Right. Well, if we're going multi on the Lakers game, we've got to pay tribute to Booker's
Lakers game. Hamo's missing out, so there's only 3 of us, so we'll make up Hamo's league. So we'll go 11 plus. Nate, give me some.
Oh, it's got to be Booker 25 plus. It's at Staples/crypto.com, whatever they call it now.
Lovely.
It's the Kobe thing. It's got to be Booker 25 plus points. Boyd?
Lovely. Boyd?
I was going to go, because there's no AD, I was going to go like a DA 20 plus points. But if you're going to do a points plus, I think I will slide. Yeah, no, well, I'll slide mine out to Cameron Johnson, 3 or more 3-point shots.
3 plus 3-pointers.
Been tough to get that.
Yeah, right. Cam Johnson.
Cool.
All right, I'll go DA 10 plus rebounds.
All right.
All right, we're in. And a W, of course.
Oh, that was
11 plus is the first.
Gav pinch hitted on Hamo for a win at 11 plus points. And then we got Booker at 25 plus points, Cam Johnson at 3 plus 3-pointers, and DA at 10 rebounds. We'll shoot that through to Hamo, and he can take care of it.
Correct.
Boom, multi's on.
Lovely.
Quickest multi segment friggin' ever.
All right. Any other observations, Boyd? I know you've got one.
Oh, just man, there's a lot of games getting postponed at the moment. We haven't had any yet, but yeah, pretty much. Fingers crossed that we our guys stay healthy, and if we do get this this Omicron bloody bug go through the team, that it comes in dribs and drabs, and we can keep it under wraps and still keep a somewhat competitive basketball team out there representing us. So yeah, just fingers crossed for no more postponements.
Well, the biggest concern is that Charlotte had 1, 2 today? No. So the whole league at the moment is a fucking mess, and I agree with Boyd. Hopefully we don't miss out and at least get to Christmas Day games.
Yeah, look, me and Boyd touched on this just off before the cast. We were chatting about it, and we were talking about fantasy because, and Gav, you're in fantasy, Boyd's in fantasy, I'm in fantasy league. Players are out all over the place. So it's something we're all noticing, and I think so far the Suns have been very lucky. I did find it very funny that Kyrie Irving got listed for all the away games, and then the day after, he got listed in health and safety protocols for COVID.
That was funny. And Hamo appreciate that. He was very happy about that.
All right. No, well, Gav, what else have you got for us, mate?
All right, Nate. Any other observations?
No, I'm done. My thumbs up and thumbs down was my observation for the week. Everything got thrown into there.
Well, that's all, folks. We have got through another week, and hopefully next week we will be talking about 12-2 December. It will be Boxing Day, so it could be very messy. But that's about all. Like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Boyd, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Nate, as always, thank you very much.
I think it'd be remiss if we didn't take the opportunity, given it's our last pod before Christmas, to wish all the Aussie Suns fans in the group a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, because Christmas and our Boxing Day game are going to be in the back burner by the time we chat to them again. So Merry Christmas to everyone, and I've got the hat on to not just the wins, but to share the spirit around.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas. Boyd, want to wish everyone?
Not really. Fucking yeah. Have a good one, guys. Chuck some photos up of you guys getting on the piss, so I can live vicariously through you. Cool.
So Boyd's our token Grinch. That's great.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and we will see you next week. Thank you very much. Say hi to your mum for me. Isn't that right, Nate?
All of us. Merry Christmas to your mum.